Hello, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back to Fate Stay Night. And in the last episode, the true assassin appeared, and he assassinated the false assassin, the samurai Sasaki Kojiro. And we found out something even more shocking. We found out that Saber is a sadist. What will happen next? Let's find out. As we all know, Saber and Shiro are heading for the Ryudo temple. It seems they're already here, so they might encounter the true assassin soon. Well then, we run up the stone steps. Saber is already armed. We are both straining our nerves in preparation for an enemy attack. The steps are long and the wind is warm even though we are near the mountaintop. According to Saber, this mountain has a boundary field that repels servants. Servants will lose most of their power and magical energy if they enter the mountain from anywhere other than the front gate. Therefore, the only way we can enter is through the front gate, but...
てっきり待ち伏せてると思ったんだが、サーバントの気配しないよな。
ありません。この石段には私以外のサーバントは。
Saber suddenly stops and looks down.
セイバー、なんかあったのか？
いいえ、私の気のせいでしょう。刀らしきものが見えた気がしましたが、そのようなものはどこにもない。この山門に守り手はいません。境内に向かいましょう。
Saber starts running again. I tilt my head in wonder, but hurry to keep up with her. The compound is dead silent. The wind is strong. All around is thick darkness. Despite the moon overhead, the terrible darkness remains. I look up. The moon is there, of course. Its rays shine down on the compound, but the area is still shrouded in darkness.
セイバ
ー。ええ、様子がおかしい。ここまで踏み込んで反応がないなどありえません。それにこれは静かすぎる。
中を調べよう。竜道寺は50人近い大所帯なんだ。こんなに静かなんてことがあるもんか。
We head for the temple. There's no one around. After confirming that the compound is empty, we go inside. What was that? Everyone in the temple is sleeping. They do not even twitch. They don't react even when we touch them. All the monks, without exception, are weakened. No matter how hard we try to rouse them, they just lie there, breathing peacefully as if enjoying a dream. Of course, my classmate is among them. Ryudo Issei is sleeping peacefully as well. We quickly move across the wooden hallway. It's because Saber felt a presence. Saber pointed toward the main temple building. The master responsible for this disaster is there. We step into the shrine. Blood, what? The first thing we see is the red blood spreading on the floor. The center of the temple is wet with blood. There's a man lying there as well. His chest must be pierced as the man is dyeing the floor red. The wound is fatal and the man has lost enough blood to die. He is already dead. I know this man, and it seems he was master to the one standing beside his body. What? It's Castor. Did she just kill her master? The servant is looking down at her master with a mysterious dagger in her hand. And hey, we see her eyes for once, or one of her eyes. And she looks totally shocked. Is she shocked about the fact that she herself killed her own master? Pain lances through my head, accompanied by a sense of apprehension. It's not that I'm scared of the scene. That dagger's ominous. It seems Saber does not feel anything, but I can tell that the dagger has dreadful power.
Castor!
Saber readies herself. The servant in a purple robe, Castor, does not answer. I don't know if Saber took it as an opening or as an insult. But she tries to charge.
ダメだ、待て、セイバー。
シロ、なぜ止めるのです。今置いてキャスターを撃つ機会は。
そうじゃない。あの担当には触れるな。あれは魔術破りだ。もしかするとマスターとサーバントの契約だって立つかもしれない。
ではキャスターは 自らのマスターを。
Apparently so. I don't know if she did, but I'm sure the dagger she's holding has unearthly power.
キャスター、貴様、主に手をかけたな。
Saber rushes in with an angry roar. Caster turns around. With her vigor gone, she looks more like a ghost than a heroic spirit. The sword flashes through the air. It slices the rope, but Caster manages to jump back. She seems totally out of it.
そう。とどめを刺しに来たというわけね。誰の筋書きだか知らないけど、周到なこと。
Plot? What is she talking about?
黙れ。主を裏切った者の言葉など聞きたくもない。自らの行いを恥じ、ここで裁かれるがいい。
私がマスターを殺した。宗一郎様を私が。それは愉快ね。ええ、こんなことになるのなら本当にそうしてしまえばよかった。
She starts laughing maniacally. The black-robed magus puts her dagger away and points at Saber.
目障りをセイバー。主もろとも消え去りなさい。
Saber does not even need to answer. She raises her sword without hesitation. Caster disappears. The battle between the two could not be called a battle. Caster's magic was supreme, but it did no good against Saber, who has high magic resistance. Saber nullified every magic Caster used and killed her in one blow.
キャスターは倒しました。マスター、指示を。
ああ、そうだな。これ以上ここにいても何もできない。病院の前に琴峰に連絡して後を任そう。昏睡してる人たちはそれで助けられるはずだ。
But we can't save the corpse in front of us. Caster has disappeared, leaving only her master's corpse at our feet. His death will likely be kept a secret. Nobody will know what happened to him, and he will disappear from everyone's memory.
シロ。
わかってる。マスターはあと4人もいるんだ。立ち止まっている余裕はない。
賢明です。気持ちはわかりますが、干渉は押しとどめてください。
Saber turns and starts to walk. Engraving the sight of the corpse into my mind, I follow. Wait. What was that?
シロ、どうしたのです？
いや、今なんか視線を感じたっていうか、誰かに見られてる気がしたっていうか。セイバーは感じなかったか？
いいえ、何も感じませんでした。この周囲に人がいないことは確認したはずです。シロの気のせいではないですか？
そうかな。セイバーがそう言うなら間違いないか。うん、きっと俺の勘違いだ。
では急ぎましょう。キャスターが倒れた今、昏睡していた人々も目を覚まします。私たちの姿を見られたら面倒だ。
She's right. Tonight will leave a bad taste in my mouth, but it should put an end to the mysterious coma incidents. That should be good enough for tonight.
わかった。すぐに山を降りて琴峰に連絡。あとは家に戻って今夜は休もう。
Saber nods in satisfaction and leaves the temple. I follow after Saber, even though it's really hard for me to leave this place. The man who used to be a master lies silently in this holy place. The status screen was updated. The lead actor has left. Can we have a look at the status screen? I still can't access the status menu. Why not? That's not nice. The lead actor has left. The only ones remaining on the stage are silent corpses. And something is devouring the corpses. No bodies remain. The wooden floor turns into a bottomless swamp, swallowing up the man's flesh and spilled blood. It consumes not only the man, but the one who obeyed him. The soul that was servant Castor is swallowed into the darkness. It is not a legitimate flow. The defeated servants are to be consumed by the Holy Grail. If anyone interferes with this balance, it will only bring his own death and destruction. It cries silently. It writhers in pain, sobs, exposes itself, and finally consumes the first one. It walks on. Lacking a voice, it expresses its pain with the whole of its body. There are no words, nor emotion. It never had those functions in the first place. But it still grieves, as if it has become aware of its existence for the first time. The fuck is that? Interlude out. It's already after 2 in the morning. Despite my daily training, running to the Ryudo temple and back is still tiring.
そうだ。そういえば、先に部屋に戻っていてくれ。
どこに行くのです、シロ。今夜はもう休むのではないのですか？
ちょっとな。すぐに戻るから心配すんな。俺だって疲れてるし、早く休みたい。
なるほど。さくらの容体が気になるのですね。
水を変えないとまずいだろ。そういえばこそちゃんと隣の部屋で寝てくれよ。襖も閉めてちゃんとしてないとダメなんだからな。
ああ、そうでしたね。同室でないのは不都合ですが、シローが強情を張るのではやむを得ません。言われた通り、隣の部屋で待機しましょう。
Siba looks discontented. Humph, you're stubborn as well. I return to my room filled with self-hatred.
午前3時。1時間も何やってたんだ、俺。
Where was he? I let out a heavy sigh. There's only one simple explanation. Sakura looked like she wasn't sleeping well, so I took time adjusting her blanket and bringing her fresh water. Such simple tasks were really painful and difficult for me. It's all because Sakura looked so alluring in her sleep.
目隠しでもあればよかった。
Jeez. That would have solved everything. Well, I had my eyes closed anyway, but a blindfold would have prevented me from giving in to temptation and opening them. Man. What? Man, why am I so easily excited? Where's the voice acting? Man, I have a hyper imagination. It's all Sakura's fault for growing so big. How can she mature like that in just a year?
こんな時はあれだ。寝ちまうに限る。
I pull the blanket over my face and shake off my indecent thoughts. I'll close my eyes and clear my mind. See, my body's tired, so I should be able to go to sleep right away. That music sounds familiar. What? Excuse me, what was that? It's red. I'm in the depths of pitch black sleep, but there's someone in this red classroom. What? Excuse me? I hear a familiar voice. I hear dripping sounds along with smacking sounds. Hey, that's Tosaka. I hear a perverted voice. I feel skin beneath my fingers. The haze in my mind clears a bit. I'm sleepy, but if I hear that voice, I have no choice but to get up. I open my eyes. When did the sun set? I'm joining in her secrecy in this desolate classroom.
よかった。来てくれたのね、エミヤ君。
Is this a dream? Her sticky voice is filled with anticipation for an outrage. Her cheeks are flushed and she smiles lasciviously as if she cannot contain her lust.
どうしたの？私のことが怖い？エミヤくん。
Why is he dreaming about Tosaka? This isn't even her route. You can do whatever you want with me, just like always. The woman comes near me. Unable to wait, I pull her closer. We kiss. We devour each other's mouths. We fight for each other's tongues, saliva, and even the air in our lungs. I feel dizzy. I am still groggy from waking up. Wanting to feel something, I let my hands roam over the woman's slender waist, her firm breasts, and her sculpted collarbone. Not knowing who I am, I keep violating the person in front of me. Does she want to catch her breath, or does she want it now? She pushes away and... Look! I'm already like this. She takes off her skirt. The classroom is instantly filled with the smell of woman. The smell of woman. The light shines redly off of her exposed flesh. The scent of woman fills the air. The sight of her bare legs makes it even harder to focus. I'm like an insect attracted to honey. I expose my erect self and advance to devour the flesh in front of me. Geez, this is no different from usual. She gives a mischievous smile. She pokes my nose with her finger and... Here, fuck me from behind. She twists her hips suggestively. Oh my. I guess it's time to cut. Her anus is defenseless. Good to know.
素敵よ、エミヤくん。あなたならこのまま全部もらってあげる。
Why is there suddenly voice acting in this scene? Her lovely voice echoes inside my head. As we desire each other, I will stay in this dream until the afternoon ends. Well, I'm telling you, those sex scenes are the funniest part of Fate Stay Night. Heaven's Feel 6, beautiful, 1, okay. It's hot. Why did it happen? I went to bed, closed my eyes and said good night, but in the next instant my world turned red. It's hot. My mom woke me up before the loud noises did. It was bright even though it was nighttime. My dad held me as he ran through the burning hallway. It's painful. I heard my mom's voice behind us. My dad told me I should be fine by myself. He patted my head and told me to wait here. I nodded and did as I was told. It hurts. It wasn't much different outside. My eyes were hurting because everything was red. That's why I closed them and ran. I wanted to go to a place that wasn't hot. When I looked back, my house was no longer there. I probably got punished because I didn't do as I was told to. I cried as I walked. I had to go back to my house and wait. But I didn't know where my house was anymore. I raised my head, which I'd kept hidden with my hands until now. And I finally confronted the scene. The town was burning far away. The fire that cannot be put out was an event that cannot be redone. It happened 10 years ago. The fire was far away, not in the sense of distance, but in the sense of time. My skin was hurting. My throat hurt when I breathed in. My skin creaked by staying alive. I moved my legs, wanting to escape, but something heavy and tangled around my legs like shackles. I knew that it's the presence of death wanting to take me. But it sure was hot. My nails tearing my throat were discolored. The air I breathed in stung my burned esophagus. My eyes abandoned their function and my brain was being steamed inside my skull. It's hot. 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 What was that? I remember now. This place was hot. Really hot. But it was cold. Dreadfully cold. It passed the boiling point to reach the freezing point. The burning blood froze up and everything in my view was inverted. Everything was hot. That's why it was cold. That makes sense, and still it was ridiculously hot. But what was the cause of it? A black sun was in the sky. I didn't find it strange that the sun was up during night or that the sun was black. After all, everything was inverted. So such things should have been normal. But I ran away. I got scared and ran away. I wasn't afraid of the raging fires. Compared to that black shadow, burning up and dying seemed like a human death. That's why I ran away. I knew I'd be taken someplace even worse if that thing caught me. I blankly stared at the sky. I found out that it was going to rain soon and my outstretched hand slowly fell to the ground. Okay then, I will end this episode here, so thanks for watching and have a nice day. Bye bye.